Hi, this is DiGiTaLCLeaNeR with a quick video on getting around Castle Volkihar Redux. Since I've been supporting this mod for the last 6 years, the main question or gripe I've had from people, which I'm not sure is really a gripe for having a mod too large, but some people really do get uncomfortable with getting lost in the castle. So this is just to clarify what the layout of the castle is. And I've done that in a few ways with some pictures of inside the castle. And I'll even go into the castle and walk through it. But first, I want to show you some schematics and some basic screenshots to get you through that understanding of how the layout is. Because it's really not hard when you have something like this. So first, let's look at the front of the castle here. You can see. And everybody should be familiar with this if they've been to Castle Volkihar. And this is the first schematic I made. Now there's two. This is looking down from the sky, right? Top-down view. And you can see all the towers in here. Here is the main keep. So when you walk in the front door of Castle Volkihar from that bridge I just showed you, in this scene where the horse is right here, you will end up right in here in the keep. And you can actually see I've put doors on here to tell you where you're going to go. Like if you come in the front door from out in Skyrim and go over here, you'll go to the East Tower A. And if you came from East Tower and went through this door, it tells you you'll go to the keep, which is here. So they're not labeled exactly the same. They tell you where they're going to go, not where they are. This one right here, if you came in the front door from that bridge and went straight ahead and you went through this door after the rubble's been cleared, you'd end up in the courtyard. And as you can see, the courtyard really is the main area, kind of connecting area for the entire castle, except for the south tower over here. The south tower is only accessible through the teleport system or one door. But later on, you'll see why the teleport system is way to travel through the castle. So here you go. Let's take a better look also at this top-down view. What you need to understand is Valerica's tower and the Master Throne Room share the same space in this part of the castle. The throne room is actually a hidden area or intertwined with Valerica's tower, which was a dungeon in the main story of Dawnguard when you come in to find Valerica and find her soul cairn, the portal to the soul cairn. But anyways, let's take a look at the courtyard. And if you'll remember, there's a big giant sundial in the center that you have to do a puzzle to open up. And here's kind of a more backed up top view. And then let's look at the actual schematic from the top down. Hopefully that gives you bearing. Now this is the keep down here. So if you went through this door, you'd be in the part where all the old vampires are that are in the Dawnguard quest chain. Now you're in the courtyard here. And these are the doors to the various towers I've added. Now, except for the Undercroft, I upgraded it, but I did not make that area. This is the East Tower. And the East Tower, we'll get into that a little more. But that was just a crumbled area. This was just a crumbled area. This door wasn't even there before. The North Tower was just a small little dungeon. Not much in there. There's a little secret exit right here to a cave right here. And so I'm basically showing you where everything is. Let's go. And here is the main keep that I've been blabbering about all this time down here. Whoops. And so then after that, let's look at Valerica's tower a little bit here. This is the tavern that's in Valerica's tower. Here's one of the bards that sings in there. There's several of them. This is the Church of Molag Bal. That's in Valerica's tower. Just to give you a bearing of which tower we're looking at, or wing of the castle we're looking at. This is the bottom level of Valerica's tower. As you can see, there's a little door that goes down to the kitchen here. Here's a little servant. This is a giant library, is what this serves as. And an eating area, a new eating area for the new NPCs that populate this part of the castle. And here's a side view of Valerica's tower. And the reason I did a side view instead of a top-down view is this particular wing of the castle is kind of like a tube. It doesn't look that way, but it is. If I tried to look down, it'd just be all way too confusing to look at. Because this was originally designed by Bethesda as a dungeon. And you started down here. You came down from the sundial that you did the puzzle in the courtyard. And you would come down that spiral staircase, come up here, open up this secret door, and now you're in a kitchen. And I've upgraded this entire dungeon into something completely new. And, here's the library / tables I was just telling you about right here. That's this area. There's a door now that goes out to the shipyard that was crumbled. And then you go up this long stairway all the way up to the top. But let's get further on here. Okay, yeah. We're going to go on to the throne room now. And you can get to the throne room by going to the East Tower and then making another cut over, but we'll get to that in a second. So here's the throne room. If you remember the throne room, this is the place where, a new place I've created in the mod, where all the Molag Bal worshippers I added will come in and kneel. And this is a study that's connected to that room. Here's a sleeping area, sleeping quarters for the Overlord of Skyrim, the Vampire Overlord of Skyrim, you. And here's the catacombs that are connected to the throne room. And so here's a schematic view, side, top, down. So here is the catacombs I was just showing you, right here. And then here are the sleeping chamber is over here. And let's go back a few. Here's the study, where NPCs will meet at various times of the day. And the study is right here. And that gives you kind of an idea. Now let's go over to the East Tower. The East Tower has, all these wings have a lot of stuff in them. But at the bottom level of the East Tower is this Alchemy Bazaar. And you may recognize it. But that doorway right down here goes out to the courtyard. And so hopefully that gives you a piece. Now this is a quick, view of that. But here's the schematic of the East Tower. And if you'll remember, let's go all the way back to the beginning. I showed you how this door goes to the keep. This is where the bridge to the front of the castle is the main keep, where all the quest line goes on. And here's a door that goes to the East Tower. Let's go all the way back. Here we go. This door right here goes to the keep. That's the door we were looking at there. Comes down here to the Alchemy Bazaar, which is right here. And then you go up these stairs, and there is a training area here, a balcony here, and here's a live training area door right here. And so if you come back down these stairs, there's 4 rooms for guests. And then if you go down here, anytime you see these purple fires, that goes into the Master Throne Room. Regular fires, just other stuff, just, the other towers. But I marked the throne room with purple, just to help you get around. And this one, of course, goes to Valerica's tower. Now let's go over to the North Tower. And if you remember this, it's got the bloodbath. You sit in it, you get a buff. And if your companion gets in there and you get in there, it'll take off all your clothes and put them in your bags. And this is the vault, where you can store all your goodies. Do some role play there with a treasure room as you collect things in Skyrim. It's a great place to store all that stuff. And then also off of the the North Tower is this beautiful bathing area. And here's the schematic of the North Tower. Here's the vault area. It actually has a big vault door with a Dwemer lock on it. And a couple of guards in here. Lots of storage and display cases. Here's the bloodbath. Here's a place to store your masks and various items. And then here's the bath. So there you go. And this goes out to the courtyard. And each one of these wings has a teleport pad in it. Or you could just use, if you find the books in the teleport tower, you could just teleport using that. But that's where you'll end up if you teleport into a room using the internal teleport system. So this is the South Tower. And this is the main area of this south tower. It's another storage area, but it's meant for Daedric and Aedric items. And there's various displays across the entire room for displaying those. And if you put Nymir's ring in here, the spider will spawn. And he's a great follower. I shrunk him down a little bit, and I added several really beefy spells that no other spider has. He's a specialty item. So if you might want to do a little wiki search on Nymir's ring and see how you get that, because there's a special quest in the vanilla Skyrim that gives you that ring, and you'll actually be able to display the ring there. And when you display it here, this spider, if you take the ring out, the spider will disappear. He's directly connected to you putting that ring in there. And here's a top-down view of the South Tower. So here's the main area I was just telling you about. Wait, there it is right there. And all the displays are all along the walls. Here's a place for your scrolls. And like that. So if you go back down these stairs and go all the way out here, it goes to the Master Throne Room. And likewise, if you go out here, there's a balcony outside in the courtyard, overlooking the courtyard. So, yeah, it's a little tough getting around, but I was trying to find a way to make you familiar with the castle. So here's another place. This is the Teleport Tower West. This is the teleportation wing of the castle, using the magic of the Soul Cairn. So the vampires that are serving you at Castle Volkihar have constructed this using that magic, because hopefully by this time in the game you've already gotten Valerica out of the Soul Cairn, and she helped bring that to fruition for you. So it actually has 2 teleport systems. It has these to the 6 teleporters to various cities, and then there's another internal one. This is what the externals look like. Here's the one to Solitude. I believe it's Markarth, Solitude, Whiterun. Let's see if I can. Windhelm. Oh boy, I can't remember them all. But this is the internal teleport system right here, and it takes you to each tower right in the middle, closest to whatever there is you might be using. And this is a schematic of the West Tower, of the teleport tower, the Teleportation Tower West. So you can see the. Actually, here we go. Markarth, Windhelm, Riften, Solitude, Whiterun, and Winterhold. And then here's the internal teleport system. Now, if you went down these stairs, you'd end up in above the Church of Molag Bal in Valerica Tower. And that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to put comments about that. And now I'm going to walk through it in the actual game. There we go. Okay, so where are we starting out at? Let's start out at the front of the castle. Easiest thing to do. Okay, here's the boat you take to get to Castle Volkihar the first time. After that, whenever you travel, this is the travel marker right here that you'll get once you've been to Castle Volkihar Island. Whenever you come here, your horse will automatically be stabled right here. This deluxe stable. And hey, you know what? We'll take a quick ride. There's the horse that comes with the mod right there. All right. And there's the shipyard. God, it's hard to get around on this horse. All right. Tight spots. I got to get it out of run. Actually, you know what? Kind of blowing it here. We should have gone to the front door. Don't over jump it, sucker. All right, there we go. So give you some bearings. There was a couple of, if you watch the last video I did, that was a walkthrough on quests. There was a couple of secrets that I left out. I think I'll probably cover those for those of you who want to stay for that. When you finish the final quest, the Gargoyle King, all the gargoyles in the castle will be followers. There's a light switch in most places, depending on how aesthetic value you'd like the lighting. And here's a little secret that you may have missed that I didn't show. Just run to that real quick. This is a door to the Undercroft, and if it's open like this, you'll need to just grab the grate and then reopen it, and then you'll drop down to the Undercroft. And if you don't have a mod for jumping high, you won't be able to reach that, but if you do have a mod like I do for jumping high, you can go right back up. Which is kind of cool. It goes both ways. Sucks that you needed mod to be able to jump that, but alright, let's go back into the main keep of the castle, where the quest line I was telling you about. The main quest line goes through here where you meet Harkon for the first time and all that. And all these were, you know, these doors back here. Even this was crumbled. I think you can get him to open that. But this was crumbled. And this goes to the East Tower. I was kind of explaining that one to you earlier on the schematics. So here's the courtyard, which is the center of the castle, right? There's the sundial. Undercroft is right there. East Tower is right there. Up there is a door to the Master Throne Room. And right here is to the North Tower. So we'll start at the East Tower as we did in the presentation earlier. And you'll see the Alchemy Bazaar here. When you use the teleporter, you come out there from Teleportation Tower West. And this is a buffed alchemy lab. I think all the alchemy labs in the castle are buffed with 25%. All these can be used for storage. All those bottles, this knapsack. She has everything you need for alchemy. Another light switch. If you took this, you'd go back to the keep. This is the one that takes you up to either up to the training area, the training wing. And the live training door is straight over there. Balcony to external castle is up there through that door. Or you could follow this guy. He'll take you to all the spots. It's kind of slow to watch. Or slow to follow, but he does take you to all those spots. There's the Alchemy Bazaar down there. Okay. We're going to keep, instead of going up to the training area, we're going to keep going down here. And there's 4 rooms here. Guest rooms. And there's the blue fire that takes you to the throne wing. And that door takes you to Valerica Tower. So we're going to go into the throne ring. There's the study. That staircase takes you to the bridge that goes to the top of Valerica Tower. This will actually take you to Valerica's study. First, you go across the bridge here. And there's Valerica's study right through that door to the Soul Cairn. Well, we're going to keep going through the throne wing here. There's the study. That door right there is where we came in from the East Tower. Here's the sleeping area. This is actually a secret door. I don't know whether it'll be open or closed in your version. Hopefully you've used it already. That goes down to the shipyard. If you open that door, we're going to go through the secret door here. And when you did the first quest for this, you got the key off of this holder here. And there's the throne. It's so good to see you. Over here from the throne to the right is the Catacombs, where you freed all those vampires sleeping for millennia. There. Over here is where you made some Draugrs on a quest. And then there's the portal to... We'll go ahead and go there. The Forgotten Vale. Whoops. Gotta toggle it on here. And I thought it would be pretty cool to have a teleport to the Vale, you know, really close to this. So if you have any mods that make houses there, you can get there quickly. This is added by my mod when you complete the quest line. Fortify the castle, that gets done there. And you can toggle this door on and off, just to stop NPCs from being able to go through there if you wanted. And here's where Dexternus and your kick-ass dogs are, and some thralls. Okay, so if we go, well, we could go up to the South Tower, which is up there, that door. You can see that or not. What do you need? Yeah, this is to the South Tower right there. We're not going to do that quite yet. That goes back, like I said, the Throne Wing and Valerica Tower sit right on top of each other, kind of intertwined. This will take you to Valerica's Tower Tavern, where all the vampires hang out. This will take you to the North Tower, and if you go all the way down these stairs, that'll take you to the courtyard. So let's just go out these doors here. Because really, if you're not going to use a teleportation system, using this middle area of the courtyard is the quickest way into any of these towers. So we've already gone on the East Tower over there. There's the Undercroft. There's the Keep, where all the main quests were. The Throne Wing, and then the North Tower. This is a regular storage area in here. And the Bloodbath is right down there. And up those stairs to the left is the vault. Here's a swimming area. Whoop, shit, I forgot about that. This is a bus to change your face if you wanted to change anything. And here's the vault. And then this takes you right back over to the Throne Wing. Okay, so if you remember this section, we just came from here. There's the throne. Every time you come here, these worshippers of Molag Bal will come. Because you're the head honcho, they'll come here, and one guy's missing. I don't know what his deal is, but he should be coming up there. Got hung up. That goes to the tavern in Valerica's Tower. That goes down to the courtyard. That goes to the North Tower Vault. And that's basically it. The teleporter back to Teleport Tower is right here. So if you teleport here, you just step on that. Take you right here. There's all the external teleports, the 6 external cities. And this is the internal. And that pretty much concludes that. But there is something I did want to show you. Let's actually go here to the very front door of the keep. So there's where you meet Harkon for the first time. Yeah, this is the front door right here. This is a secret I forgot to tell you guys about. So this should be in the Special Edition Xbox and the PlayStation version. Oh, okay, it didn't because I wrote it. Just take the boat across. In the Special Edition, I had to take out the starter vampire homes that are in Windhelm and Solitude because it was conflicting with a mod called Open Cities that a lot of people use. But in the original version on Steam, those houses are still working. My idea was that, well, if you haven't been through the long Dawnguard quest chain, where are you going to live in the interim as a vampire? So I built places, a few places across Skyrim, so you'd have somewhere to go. So you come across the boat and go over here, and in all versions, this should be in here. This, too bad it's snowing right now, so you can see where we're going, but this is a secret vampire tavern that I added to the game. And this serves two purposes here. This is both a place for your character to stay early on in the game, or anytime really. So as soon as you get Dawnguard, you should install Castle Volkihar Redux mod so you have access to this. It gives you a couple thralls. If you kill them, they don't respawn. I do not believe they will respawn. And there's another bunch of vampires that come and live here. And they go back and forth to Castle Volkihar, but they don't sleep. They don't live there. They live here, pretty much, or wherever in Skyrim. But this is sort of a vampire tavern, not tavern, hotel, motel. And look, if you're ever hungry, there's always some guy camping around here. I thought there was a dude back here. Oh yeah, there he is. You could eat that guy if you want. Alright. I think that pretty much is everything I didn't run across before in the quest walkthrough. Those are the secrets I forgot to add in there. So I hope you enjoyed it. That's pretty much everything. If you have any questions, like I said, put them in the comments. Hope you're enjoying the mod.